Hi, you're Chandeep at Goodly once again, and in this video I'm going to talk about that how can you take the data from the columns and stack it back into the rows. This is actually quite the reverse of the problem that we spoke about earlier. Now it's just by chance that I'm doing a lot of these stacking and unstacking problems, but this is actually quite interesting. Please take a look. So in this order number column, we will always have unique orders. One order cannot be duplicated, and we have 4 orders. Against every order, you can have multiple suppliers. So you can see that against order 1, we had 3 suppliers. This is the information for the first supplier, supplier name, date and quantity, and the information for the second supplier, the information for the third supplier. Now what I'd like to do is, I'd like to take all of this data from these columns and put them down into rows. So I just want 4 columns actually. I want the order number, supplier, date and quantity, and all of this data, I'd like to cut it from here and then paste it right here underneath that, and cut this data right here and then paste this data underneath that. So how do I take the data from the columns and bring it back to the rows is what I will show to you in this particular video. And this also needs to be dynamic. That means as of now we have 3 suppliers for every single order, but that may not be true. So you can have maybe 4 suppliers for one order and just 1 supplier for one order, the other order, that's totally okay. And as of now, we've just collected 3 data points. We have the name, the date and the quantity. The number of data points per supplier can also change. That means I can have 4 columns for one supplier. That's also possible. So how do we handle all of that is what we're going to take a look at. So I've already built the solution. I will take you to Power Query and show you that. Alright, here in the source step, we have the same data as we saw it in Excel. The first thing that I will do is I will unpivot the data. So bring all of these data points to rows. So I will right click on the order number column, unpivot other columns, and this data will show up something like this, right? The data is unpivoted. Now, if you try to understand that at every group of the supplier and the relative information for that, I'd like to kind of bring it to another stack of rows. So I need to find where is the word supplier. I'm going to write an if function in this particular column here, a new column that I'm going to create, and I'm going to say that, hey, why don't you look for the word supplier? If you find the word supplier, just give me the name of the supplier. All right, so that's what I have done. I have written an if function here, which is very simple. Just find if you have a supplier word here. If you have it, just give me the name, otherwise a null. Once I have that, I can actually fill this down. So I can have ABC, MNO all across. So fill down is a really simple option. You can do that. And now that I have a separate column for the supplier name, I can actually get rid of the supplier row in this particular column. So wherever you have the word supplier, just get rid of that particular row. Apply a simple filter to the attribute column and get rid of all the suppliers that I have. Now, if you take a look, we have a date and a quantity, and I'd like to make 2 columns, date and quantity. But you can see that we have date 3 and quantity 4, and then date 6 and quantity 7. But I just want 2 columns, date and quantity. That means all these numbers that are there against the date and the quantity, I need to kind of get rid of these numbers. Why do these numbers come up? Because when you convert your data into a table, if there are 2 date columns, table cannot have the same name column. So it will just maybe add a suffix to the name of the column, and hence we have all of these numbers. So I need to get rid of these numbers. So I'm just going to click on the attribute column, transform tab, split the column by a non-digit to a digit. That's what I will say. Go find the non-digits, and wherever you have a digit, you split it there and you make it a different column. That's what I will say. And this actually creates another column, which is where I get to have all the numbers, and the text is neatly collected here. Now certainly this column is not needed. I can just get rid of that. So I get rid of this column, and now I can apply a pivot table, and I can say that, hey, why don't you make 2 columns, date column and quantity column, and underneath the date and the quantity column, in the value section of the pivot table, just provide the value column, right? And everything else goes into the rows. So I will select the attribute column. I will go to the transform tab, click on the pivot table option. And once I do that, this is how it's going to show up. So you can see that we have a date and a quantity, and this is how the pivot table shows up. Maybe I can just show you the settings of the pivot table real quick. So here you can see that I created a column from the attribute column. In the value section of the pivot table, I inputted my values column. In the advanced option, I say don't aggregate, and I end up getting a pivot table like that. Now, this is good. This is what I wanted actually. So I can just maybe rename this to supplier and set the data type to date and numbers and stuff like that. And renaming is done. Change data type is done. And I can come back to home and say close and load the data. And the data actually shows up like that. Now let's just test this solution for its validity. So what I'm going to do is maybe I'm going to copy these bunch of columns and just maybe paste them once again on the right here. And let's just maybe delete the last two rows, and let's just have a different supplier. So let's just have CHA and CHA as a supplier. And for this supplier, which is CHA, we'll have 4 data points. We'll not have 3 data points, we'll have 4. So I'm just going to maybe add a quality column, and in the quality column I'm just going to write the quality is high, right? Or maybe the other quality is low. All right, now take a look. We have 4 suppliers for order 1 and 2, and the 4th supplier doesn't have 3 columns like the other suppliers. He has 4 columns, right? And the other orders 3 and 4 just have 3 suppliers with 3 columns each. Let's just see how this responds to that. So I'm just going to right click here and hit a refresh, and a new column has been added, which is quality column for this supplier, which is where I have a high and I have a low, and this is working absolutely fine. This is what I wanted: supplier, date, quantity, and the quality column, since that's a new column that I've added. And this just works absolutely fine. That's exactly what I wanted. All right, let me know if you have any questions around this. That was all about it, and put your questions in the comments. I'd be glad to help you out. Thanks so much for watching this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.